back to Basement Birds, Logan and Reid, recording in the basement. Hey, we were talking the other day about birds in the house. Daisy caught another bird and brought it into the house, so that we had another bird in the house.
Nice.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Another bird in the house.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I take it that this one wasn't alive, though?
At the point that it entered the dwelling, it was no longer...
Got it. Okay.
But...
Okay.
So that was a little unfortunate. But,
yeah.
Welcome, though.
Welcome.
To another episode of the Basement Birds. Logan and Reid joining you. I said that already, but...
That's okay.
How's it going? How's it going?
Good. It is good. Nothing too crazy, but everything's good.
Do you want to play a game?
Sure. What game are we playing?
The game is guess what snacks I have near me at the moment.
Okay.
And the answer is going to shock you.
Oh, you have that popcorn.
Pirate booty? No, that is
no?
falso.
Pretzels.
That is falso. I have two different types of pretzels near me. I have old time thick boys. Gotta love the old time thick boys, and then the tried and true rolled gold tiny twists.
Yeah, the classics.
But neither of those are the snack that I was referring to. This is a rather obscure snack. I have a 2-pound bag of green M&Ms.
That's wild.
2 pounds of green
You mentioned
M&Ms.
this before. I don't think I've seen them. Where does one acquire 2 pounds of green M&Ms?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. This isn't what we were going to talk about today, but so back in March, I emceed one of the fundraisers that the university has. And jokingly, last year, for my first year, I told them that in my contract rider, I required a bowl of green M&Ms, which of course is an homage to Van Halen and their bowl of brown M&Ms.
Yes,
at their concert, for
and
the
we
rider.
all know
and
the green ones taste like limes, and they taste better.
But the reason they do that is to make sure that they went through everything in the rider, contract rider, very specific things that each band requires, and if they didn't see the bowl of brown M&Ms, then they knew they needed to go through and check every single thing on the contract rider to make sure everything was correct. So, but yeah, so I had jokingly said I need a bowl of green M&Ms, and then lo and behold, now this is 2 years in a row where I have received 2 pounds of green M&Ms.
There you go.
They're quite tasty. They're quite tasty. But that is
they taste like M&Ms.
They do. They taste very much like an M&M. But yeah, new segment for a new day. Also, another new thing that's happening in my life lately is I acquired a new hobby.
Okay.
I acquired a new hobby. This is something I talked to you about before, which is I recently, and we've talked about this on the show before, have acquired a 3D printer as of 8 months, almost to the day ago.
Yes.
Because we picked it up on New Year's Eve of last year.
3D
really? Printer. Yes.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember?
Nope.
That
now
big
I do.
New Year's Eve outing. To pick up the 3D printer. Wow, we're young and fun, going out to the bar.
What other way to ring in the new year?
No, sirree, Bob.
A 3D printer.
We're buying a used 3D printer.
I just learned that. Sorry, this is. I'm looking at Bamboo Lab again. They have a larger version now of the one that you have.
Yes.
The A2L.
The A2L. I have the A1.
Yeah.
I want to get the P1S. At some point will be the next purchase, the enclosed printer.
I feel like you should get a P2S.
A P2S, P1S. I mean, I'd probably get the newer one.
$750.
I know. So I would obviously that's down the road. I don't have a need for that at the moment.
Yeah, you
But-
have to get married first.
Yes, and it coinciding with my love of 3D printing is, you have to have some sort of model to print.
Yeah.
And a lot of those models are available on the Bamboo Labs software, on MakerWorld, right? On
Yep.
MakerWorld or various other free, FREE, that spells free, creditreport.com, baby. No, free models that you can download and print for nothing. And I ran into a couple situations where I'm like, oh, it'd be really nice to have this really specific part to print and to just have, which is kind of where we're going, right?
Yeah.
And is the benefit? Well, I mean, one of the bigger benefits of having a 3D printer, whereas if something breaks in your house, you can model it and be up and running again, And I feel like most of the 3D printing that has happened and kind of happens are like little trinkets and doodads that are not really helping anybody out,
Yeah.
So-
kind of just useless plastic junk.
Yeah, and I don't need useless plastic junk. I've got plenty of junk in the
Yeah.
trunk and everywhere around here.
You don't need to make more junk.
No, we're not
Yeah.
in the business of making junk, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
having the ability to design something in a CAD, computer-aided design software,
Yeah.
is very, very helpful. So there's a program I was using is called Tinkercad. I think it's called Tinkercad. It's made by Tinkercad. Yeah, it's called Tinkercad. It's made
Okay.
by Autodesk, which, as we learned the other day, is the makers of Avid.
I
Autodesk.
don't think we ever confirmed that.
Yes.
I don't think that Autodesk makes CAD.
You mean
Or-
Avid?
sorry, Avid,
Autodesk
yeah.
and Avid are connected through software integrations. Oh. The direct integration between Autodesk Flow Capture and Avid Media Composer.
So Avid Technology is owned by Symphony Technology Group, which is private equity. I don't think they're developed by the same people.
I don't think so either, but apparently there's some sort of connection there. So that was some false
they work
media that I
together
was.
as software. There's a fly on my desk. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Continue.
Yeah. So anyway, Autodesk makes Tinkercad, right? And their more
Yep.
professional software is called. It used to be called Fusion 360. Now it's just called Autodesk Fusion,
Yeah.
and it's pretty nice. It allows for a little bit more fine tuning of very specific dimensions.
Yeah.
It can get a little hairy when you're trying to do something very, very specific in Tinkercad.
Yeah.
There's ways to do it, but it just is a little bit more difficult. And I guess from what I understand, a lot of and you were telling me this the other day, a lot of the softwares, the CAD softwares, operate kind of the same way, where you start with a 2D sketch of whatever
Yep.
it is you're going to be building, and then you kind of just extrude it out from there.
Yeah.
So I know I've really only ever heard of Fusion 360. I know that Onshape is a browser-based CAD software that is free to use.
Okay.
And that is one of my YouTubers that I watch is Stuff Made Here. He's the guy who makes like the crazy robots and stuff, and like the basketball hoop where you can throw it anywhere and it'll go in the hoop.
Oh yeah, there's SolidWorks as well. I've heard.
SolidWorks is another one.
I feel like CAD has kind of become like, it's an acronym, but I feel like CAD has almost kind of become like the Kleenex of the software world. With like when people say CAD, they're probably referring to AutoCAD. Like I feel like
Yeah.
AutoCAD is definitely the biggest one. But yeah, there's a ton of different options.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Fusion 360 was nice because it's integrated with Tinkercad, so the things that I made in Tinkercad I can just plop right into very easily a Fusion workspace.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely limited by knowledge of how to do what I want to do. Like I know what I want to do, but it's difficult for me to figure that how to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was trying to make a 90-degree elbow, like basically a PVC elbow, so a hollow 90-degree turn for a tube.
Okay.
And like you can't just that's not something you could just start with a flat sketch and just extrude straight up and have it be perfect because it's a circle and it looks like a macaroni elbow kind of, you know?
Yep.
So just learning, you know, various tricks and ways to do something like that. There's a lot of very helpful tutorials online, and I just feel like this is a good skill to have, you know, going forward. I had bought a pair of pretty nice calipers.
Are they digital?
They are digital.
Nice.
And they go down to 100 thou of a millimeter, or 100 thou.
Sorry.
100,000ths of a millimeter, right? To two decimal places is what I'm saying. They're right here.
Isn't that just hundredths?
Yeah.
That's not 100,000. Whatever you're trying to say.
Well, hundredths.
That's just hundredths. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
my dad, who's a math teacher, will love that one.
I don't know. I try. Okay, I'm doing my best here.
Not good.
Harry,
No.
all right. Whatever, dude. Give me a break. Give me a break. Yeah, but I mean, I can measure stuff. Like I can measure this microphone.
Nice.
It's just about
How
50
large is it?
millimeters wide.
Exciting.
50.6. Here we go. Well, bam.
Well, bam, wham, bam.
So,
Thank you, man.
It's a learning process for sure.
Yeah.
Learning. I'm gonna get so much at the wedding. Your dad is gonna give me such a hard time.
He's gonna come with a absolute
no.
Rolodex of things to bring up to you.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous. But you know, it goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago when you were talking about learning how to swim and you know, learning a new skill as a young to medium-aged adult, you know.
Yeah.
And just learning to better yourself and learning a new skill and just, you know, something that you want to learn how to do. And I can appreciate that. You know?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. It's important to keep learning as we get older. You know, whether it's, you know, on a computer or a physical skill or whatever. You know, I'll stand by that. You know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with a CAD software.
Very nice.
You know, I've made some semi-intricate designs. Like I said, I'm still working on the drain cover for the floor. Actually, right over there. That because I have like three different pipes that go into the drain, and sometimes like in the summer when the air conditioner like the pipe doesn't quite reach the drain, so it like leaks on the floor because it's like not quite at the drain. So
sounds problematic.
It is quite problematic, yeah. And it definitely makes for some moist socks. Okay.
Yeah, nothing worse than a moist sock. That's for sure.
Nothing worse than a moist sock, dude.
Yeah. Ugh, gosh, of all the adjectives to describe my socks, I think moist is probably at the bottom of the list of how much I would want them.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
What is your do you have anything that you're looking forward to build? You know.
See, that's the other thing
model?
where it's like I was looking forward to this, but just kind of learn. I needed something like to solve a problem, and I need a very specific measurements of the thing. You know, like bust the calipers out and basically sketch it all down in a notebook. Like I wouldn't be able to just come up with something, and I'm sure that skill would progress.
Yeah.
But for this monitor stand that I made, I did a lot of measuring of measurement. Well, because you want it to fit correctly. Measuring of measurements. Yeah, I just said that.
Of measurements.
Yeah, but that is helpful because like I made this monitor stand that kind of hooks onto the rack, and first version to see it just fits in the hole, like that square hole in the back perfectly. All the screw holes are perfectly aligned where they need to be. Is a very satisfying feeling. Just because that's the first thing I've ever modeled like that, and to have it fit perfectly. I mean, it was a little thick, so the existing screws didn't go all the way through the plate, which isn't even something I considered until now. The screws don't go through it, and you're like, yeah, I guess that would have made sense, So it's a learning process all around.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We're big proponents of people learning new skills once again.
Yeah,
so
learn something new, because once you graduate college, you probably don't.
Yeah.
Am I? How much? Okay, let's think about the average adult. How much learning do they do outside of work that is not for their job once they enter the workforce?
I bet I would be willing to bet it is more now than it was like 30 years ago. Just because of
the advent of the internet.
The advent of the internet, but also the advent of YouTube. YouTube University. You can literally learn anything on YouTube, and my dad does it all the time. And he's a handy guy, right? He's working on cars. He's doing stuff he's taking the whole darn washing machine apart.
Yeah,
and that's just based on a YouTube
hates
video.
To see him coming. Yeah,
exactly. And if you're a broken washing machine, better watch out.
Yeah,
better watch out. Big Mike's on the case.
Big Mike's coming for you. Yeah,
yeah. But he would have never learned how to do that had it not been for YouTube. He learned the stuff on the job. Like he didn't go to college, but he learned a lot. To work with his hands and do that kind of stuff on the job. But like apart from that, there wouldn't necessarily be an opportunity for him to learn how to do things.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. You can learn a lot on the internet. You can do a lot of home repairs on the internet. Change your own oil. Fix a dishwasher. Fix a laundry unit. A washer. Could not think of the word there.
There you go. Words are hard.
Got there. You can learn English too. Maybe I need to do that.
You better be a tick in Reid's column there, Terry.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what washing machine is called.
Oh gosh.
Anyway. Yeah.
I got there.
You got there. But I guess maybe a quick swimming update from you.
Let's see.
This is what, week 4?
Yeah. Week 4. Last week is the next week. I can tread water, so that's pretty cool.
Last week is the next week. Next week is the last week.
Last week is the next week. Same difference.
Last week is the next week. That doesn't make any sense.
It's the last week. Okay.
Last week is the next week. It doesn't make any sense, but there you go. Next week is the last week.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can tread water.
2 ticks in Reid's column.
We're working on our forward crawl, and we're getting there. Can almost do it without the assistance of the barbell, which is good, or the dumbbell, whatever they call it.
The kickboard?
No. It's like the little. It's like a dumbbell, that floats.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it can almost do it without the assistance of that, which is good. But yeah, it's very good. Getting used to the whole breathing out of your nose thing is really weird. Hard to learn.
Are you a regular mouth breather? I breathe out. I'm a mouth breather. I breathe out of my mouth.
I don't really know, honestly. Yeah, I don't really know. Couldn't tell you.
But you don't. So just going throughout your day, do you breathe through your nose or your mouth?
I think I'm mostly through my nose.
I don't understand how you don't know, though. Like, you lived in your body for how long? 26 years?
Yeah, I don't think about how I'm breathing. It's an autonomous system in your body, I
guess maybe just because I have a breathing issue, that's how I'm forced to think about it, but I would think that most people just breathe through their nose.
Sure, yeah, I think I breathe through my nose. Yeah, let's say I breathe through my nose.
Now that you're thinking about it, you're going to be you're going to be hyper-focused, and you're going to be breathing through your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I really only breathe through my mouth when I need to, when I'm huffing air. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, yes, the breathing through the nose when you're underwater is a little tricky for me to figure out. Like
breathing out through your nose?
Yeah, we were working on, we put rings on the bottom of the pool This fly is really annoying me. We put rings on the bottom of the pool, and you had to, breathe out through your nose, go underwater, grab the ring, and come up. And like for some reason, when my ears would hit the water, my breathing would my brain would short circuit, and I'd stop breathing. And I could hold my breath and grab it, but I wouldn't keep breathing out through my nose. I wouldn't keep blowing bubbles. So that's
crazy. That is so crazy to me.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird adjustment. I don't know what it is, but something to work on.
Yeah, that's just that's not even something that I would think about. It would just kind of happen.
Yeah. Sorry, this fly is just
well, you
all
try and
over
kill
these
that
lights.
fly.
Yeah,
I guess
it
I'll
really,
talk
it
about
really likes
odd
my
news
lights,
here.
which makes sense. I wonder if I only turn one on, or then we can. Yeah, you tell your odd news. I'm going to go a little bit dark here. I'm going to see if we'll be attracted to the light.
Whoa,
This is
scary.
Experiment. So moody. Yeah. Where'd it go?
So there was I don't know what kind of games you played while you were growing up. Whilst I was a big Hi-Ho Cheerio fan.
Oh gosh, we didn't have that one.
This is a deep cut.
That's not what I was
Deep
expecting
cut.
at all.
Hi-Ho Cheerio.
Holy
Dude,
cow.
I actually my grandma called the poison control
Could you eat one?
because she thought that I ate one of the cherries, and poison control told her to wait 6 to 8 hours, and we'd probably find it.
Because they said, "Ma'am, it's not poisonous."
Yeah, and they said that too. But
no,
anyway,
we were a big sorry or trouble family. You ever
Sorry?
play trouble? Yeah,
Sorry?
Yeah, thank
Sorry?
you. Yep. Trouble as well. You
we
ever
did
play
play
that one?
Trouble.
Yeah,
Played Trouble.
Yeah,
Chutes
did not
and
play
Ladders.
Monopoly. Not a
Shoots
big
and Ladders
Monopoly
was a
family.
big one.
Oh, Candyland.
Oh yeah.
The Game of Life, too, was probably one of my favorites. My grandparents had the old version of Game of Life where when you got to the end, you could either retire or you could put all your money on a 1 through 10, and then you spun the wheel, and if it landed on your number, you automatically won the game. And I remember the one time we played it, I put all my money on 7, and I rolled a 7, and I felt like I was on top of the world for a couple hours.
Well, one of the other fan favorites in my house was Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Yeah, that's another
And
good one.
little did you know that there is a world record for Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Of course there is. There's a
Okay.
world record for everything.
Serial Guinness World Record breaker from Idaho teamed up with his family to earn a record for a game of Hungry Hungry Hippos. And this
Who could
earned
this
him
be?
his 200th concurrent title in the process. Of course, we speak of Mr. David Rush. He enlisted the help of his wife, Jennifer, and his sons, Jeremy and Peter, to tackle the title for the fastest time to clear a game of Hungry Hungry Hippos by a team of 4 with a time to beat of 4.83 seconds. So that
Whoa.
was the time to beat. You must use an unmodified licensed game on a flat table. So who's modifying the game of Hungry Hungry Hippos? Who's installing mods
Tryhards.
on Hungry Hungry Hippos? That's
Tryhards.
crazy.
There's a whole black market for mods for Hungry Hungry Hippos, dude. You don't even know.
I guess
you get
so.
That. It's like
Extended
Nerf
handle.
guns, but for younger children.
Your hands start flat. Most critically, you're only allowed to use one finger to trigger your hippo.
Oh.
Swap fingers and the attempt is dead. So you're going to town. You're going to town with one finger. Okay?
Okay.
Drop the ball off the edge, you got to start over. This is what Mr. David Rush wrote online. The family managed the feat with a time of 3.75 seconds. 3.75 seconds, over a second faster than the current Guinness or the previous Guinness World Record.
Wow.
This was completed almost a year ago in November of 25, but has recently been officially certified by Guinness World Records.
Wow.
So, David Rush said this makes his 200th concurrently held Guinness World Record title, making him only the third person in history to achieve that feat of 200 concurrent Guinness World Record titles.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow, indeed. Guinness World Record title. We're still working on one, and this man's over here with 200.
Yeah, in our defense, we really haven't done much to, work on ours.
No, we have not. No, we have not.
Zero progress has been made. We don't even know what our record is, but
In some cases,
you
I
know.
would say negative progress has been made. But
I don't know. I don't think we can go backwards from nowhere. You know?
I mean, there are negative numbers, Mr. Math Teacher.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Hey, I'm not the math teacher. That's my dad. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. There are negative numbers. Okay. All right. Whatever. Anyway. That's a good one, though.
Our
Of course,
world record is feeling like a negative prime number. Who's calling me? Oh. Okay.
Mine for once is not a world record. May surprise you. We do a lot of world record chat. This takes us to Australia after a dog was rushed to an emergency vet clinic after it ate 2.4 pounds of gummy worms.
Oh my gosh.
This is a 3-year-old beagle. Who this photo is great. It is standing next to the gummy worms that has since been removed from him, probably by vomiting.
Yeah, that's what it looks
an
like.
entire bag of gummy worms. His name is Scooter. Did you know that in Australia, gummy worms are called jelly snakes?
I guess that
Very
makes sense. They have
Australian.
a lot of snakes over there in the down under.
Yeah, they did not contain any xylitol, which is toxic to dogs, but they made the decision to induce vomiting anyway due to concerns of the high sugar content.
Oh, yikes.
So Scooter did successfully regurgitate 2.4 pounds of gummy worms. Oh gosh, this is funny. Scooter has a sister named Jada, who also made a trip to the emergency vet and also had vomiting induced as a precaution. Poor Jada, but only had a single gummy worm come up.
Oh.
But the nurse manager said that there was no regrets in her decision, and they were both given clean bills of health and sent home. And oh, Scooter is a girl. Look at that. Scooter said the experience was 10 out of 10, and she would do it again in a heartbeat, the clinic joked, which is hilarious, because Scooter in this photo does not look like she is having a great time.
No, she looks rather miserable. She kind of looks like what I would look like if I just threw up 2.4 pounds of gummy, or of anything, really.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
my gosh. That is just... Oh, my gosh.
I mean, for a dog, too, first of all...
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is a beagle. Like, a beagle's not a huge dog either, you know?
And they
if
look...
you think about it, what, a beagle weighs, beagle average weight. 20 to 30 pounds. That beagle looked kind of be on the high end of it. That beagle ate about 7% of its body weight.
Well, it vomited up 7% of its body weight.
Which, when you think about that, for dogs and stuff, like us to eat, like if I eat 7% of my body weight, I have to eat 12 pounds of food, which I don't even know how I would get there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, north of 14, but,
Poor Scooter, but,
Well,
she's good now.
Scoot. Scooter.
Exactly.
Scooter's a great name for a dog.
It is a good name for a dog. Yeah.
I saw a grown man on a scooter today.
Okay.
That was yesterday. Like it was like one of the fancy, not the electric ones, but like a big wheeled scooter.
Okay, interesting.
And he was going to town, pushing like nobody's business. And I was like, I kind of miss the scooter days.
Yeah.
Kind of miss the scooter days. Even though I'm more of a mono wheel kind of guy, I feel like the scooter might be my mode of two-wheel transportation, except for a penny farthing. Can't forget about the penny farthing.
Yeah, this topic made me think too. When you guys got Daisy, was that already her name, or did she have a name, or what?
Yeah, her name was Kiwi.
Kiwi. Okay, interesting.
All of the dogs from this litter had food-related names. Like,
got it. Okay.
Like one was named Squash. One was named like Tomato, maybe.
Okay, got it.
And I was like, and for Kiwi's just an absolutely ridiculous name for a dog. Like,
yeah,
I think they intentionally gave out ridiculous names.
Yeah.
Just so like to encourage renaming.
Yeah, and I think it kind of helps. Like, I wonder if it helps the people at the shelter not get as attached to the dogs if they have like funnier names.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder if that helps too.
being fostered by like a person who like
Okay.
fosters a bunch of dogs, like 7
Oh,
dogs
okay.
or something.
Oh, wow.
So, but like, could you imagine doing that? Like Daisy was like peeing everywhere and like
Yeah.
still a puppy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just like another Tuesday for this woman, you know? She's just a rock star,
Yeah.
having all these dogs pee all over the house, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Strong ammonia smell everywhere.
How did I've always wondered, like a dog, you know, like a dog that has a name previously, and then the new owner gives them a new name. Like, is there an adjustment period for the dog to get used to the new name?
Well, I mean, the dog didn't have any idea that that was her name. You know, I mean, she was
That's
still
true.
really young.
Yeah, that's true. I imagine in like litters and shelters and stuff like that, their name isn't being used in the same way that it's being used by an owner.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
We've been watching a lot of Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer, lately. And man,
Okay.
that's a great show. If you're looking for
gosh.
like some craziness, he's just like he is a dog whisperer, man. He's just like yeah. He's like it's all about training the people, and it's all about the dog's mental state of mind.
Oh
and
my
it's just
gosh.
it's wonderful. It's great. I love
That's
it.
funny.
And I'm not even like I'm like I like dogs, but they're not like a live and let die kind of thing. But it was great. I mean, it's a great show. I love it.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
all right. Well, make sure to follow us on social media.
Yep. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok at Basement Birds.
At Basement Birds. Still working
Yep.
on video on Apple Podcast. I feel like every couple episodes, I'm like, yeah, it's still coming.
We've been saying that for
Still
so
coming.
long.
It'll
Oh
be
my
there.
Gosh. Yeah. Eventually.
It'll be there.
Eventually.
It'll be there. All right. Well, we'll catch you all on the flip side.
So yeah.